All right, so we're going to be installing a light kit on a Pro Cornhole board. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get all our parts together. So the parts for both boards come in this bag. That's our charging port or our battery port. This is going to be our LED strip that we're going to put around the board. This is our light ring that goes around the hole. You have a controller that's going to control the color of the lights. You got these adhesive brackets that are going to hold your cables down. And finally, you have a splitter that's going to split between the ring and your LED strip. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your battery port. We got screws that go with that. Your controller. Your light ring. And your LED strip that is going to come with the brackets that we're going to install around the board. All right. Before you do anything, you want to test all your components and make sure everything works. Plug in your controller to your battery port. You're going to put the splitter on the other end of your controller. And then you're just going to attach the LED strip and the light ring. So here's your LED strip here, and then your light ring. All right. Take your battery, plug it in, turn on your switch, lights up, and then you just hit mode on the controller to make sure that all the colors synchronize. Everything's good. You can turn it off, take your parts, deassemble your parts, and then we're going to go ahead with installation. All right, so we get everything separate. So the first part that's going to go on your board is your battery port. You're going to line it up center between the hole and your first frame support right there. Take the screws that came with it. It only needs 3 screws. Alright, so now once that's installed, you're going to go ahead and put your LED strip around your board. So you're going to go in through the top. You got a hole here for it. And then you're going to just wrap it all the way around. Now make sure your cable from the LED strip is opposite of your cable for the battery port. That's going to be important when we get to the end. And you're just going to wrap this all the way around the board. Just like that. Now once you have it wrapped around the board, you can go ahead and start taking your 3M adhesive strip off right here. You want to make sure that the adhesive stays attached to the LED strip itself, right there. And you'll unpeel it all the way around the first corner, and you'll go back in. And now we're going to attach our first bracket right inside the board here. All right. So you just put your bracket there, grab a screw, all right. Now, once you have that screw on the inside, you're going to come right to the outside. Your very next screw is going to go right on the outside of the bracket here, and that's just going to allow it to stay securely right in this hole here to prevent it from coming up or anything like that. Just go ahead and right in there, just like that. Then you come in here, you get the LED strip as close to this frame as you can, this 90-degree angle there. Put your bracket right in there, and as long as you have your LED strip close to the board here, you can put your bracket there and it's just going to hold right there. Get your screw. Right in there. Your very next screw is going to go on the other side, right here. Align it with the frame support there. Just like that. Keep pulling your adhesive back, and then you're going to go right into the middle of your frame. So right after the handle, next bracket goes in. Like that. Alright, now that we got our LED strip all the way around the board here, the very next step is we're going to install our light ring around the hole. So we're going to just go ahead and make sure we line it up nice and even right around that hole. Alright, and then we're going to go cross pattern with our screws. So the first screw we're going to put in, we're going to make sure we hold this light ring down in place so it doesn't move. We got it where we want it. All right, then we're gonna go right across, do the screw directly across from it, hold it down again, and now you can put your next two screws in. Right there, and then your last screw over here. All right, so that's down, it's nice and secure. The very next step, we're going to install our controller. Now you want to make sure that your two prongs are on the same side as your battery port, which is also two prong. The other side is four prong, so you'll be able to tell the difference. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take off this strip right here. Then you're going to put your adhesive right up against the board there. You're going to plug your two prongs in over here on the battery side. And then after you do that, you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab your splitter, and it's going to go on the other end of your controller. All right. Then you plug your light ring on the outside, and you curl around the other cable and connect it to your LED strip. All right, before you secure all of your cables together, what you want to do is you want to test it one more time to make sure that everything synchronizes and all the lights are the same. Put your battery back in, turn it on. White light comes on first, then you hit mode on your controller. It's going to cycle through all the different colors. You see that they are all synchronized, everything's good. Turn off your battery port, take your battery out. So now that we know that it works, now we can go ahead and secure down all our cables. And after we secure our cables, we're going to go ahead and secure the cables now to the board itself using our 3M brackets. All right, so the first two brackets are going to go up on the controller, and you're going to make sure that the closed-in part of the bracket is facing you. What that's going to do is when you flip your board over, it's going to prevent the cables from coming out of the brackets. Go ahead and hold it down on the board for a couple seconds so that it stays, and then you're going to do the same on the other side. So like I said, on either side of the controller, go ahead and put your strips or your adhesive down. All right, then you're going to go ahead and go to the battery side, and you're going to secure that cable down. First one is going to go right in the middle, and then secure that to the board. Your second one is going to go up closer to your controller on the other side of this cable here. Secure that to the board. And then your next bracket is going to go down closer to the battery. Secure that to the board. You can see our cable isn't going to move when we flip the board over. Then you're going to come over to the other side with your light ring and your LED strip. The first one you're going to put is going to be right on this side of your splitter here. Secure that to the board. The next one you're going to put on is going to be on this side to hold this cable down, right there. And then your last one is going to go on the side of the light ring itself. Right around there. Now, one thing you do want to make sure of is that it's not underneath your battery. That will catch the bracket. So you just kind of angle it off to the side. Go ahead and secure that down. And now you can see that everything is going to stay in place. Once all that is secured onto the board, you can go ahead and put your leg brace back on, and then the light kit will be complete.